All right, here we go. Wack100. Welcome
What's
back
up,
to Vlad
Vlad?
TV.
Back at Vlad TV.
Yep.
You been on the run, bro.
Yeah?
You been on the run. You went to Miami. You went, bro. He told me you got like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, no, we did a lot. Tekashi and me.
Have you released it all?
Now, we haven't released the second part of the interview, so there's multiple parts to the second interview that we haven't done yet. There's a part where he interviews me. There's also this other part that we haven't released yet that's a little unique. And there's the whole interview with him. So, yeah. I mean, the first interview, I believe, was the biggest interview of the year, period. It was like 17 million views just on YouTube. Combined views. So, I can't name a single interview that anyone's done that's did bigger numbers than that. Even like the Young Thug interview, I don't think did those types of numbers.
No. I tell people all the time, say what you want. The man is who he is. And now his whole thing is, hey, you guys are all just like me. So we're all from the same game.
Everyone's telling.
So now, everybody that was using this against this person, they all said, well, he's telling the truth. I mean, listen, I took my stance early. I'm like, brother, he did what he did. Was that your first time meeting him?
I had met him briefly before he got locked up at a strip club for like 10 minutes. He said he doesn't remember it, but it was like a very brief meeting.
Pretty cool dude.
Yeah, I got no problem with him.
He cool dude. He's
He's cool.
funny.
Well, especially when you get to know him.
Yeah. He's funny. He does his research.
Yeah, and the thing about Tekashi that's a little different than everyone else I interviewed is that he takes this interview 100% serious.
Yeah.
This isn't just something he's doing because it's promo or he's getting a check. He understands that it's a moment, and he's going to maximize that moment.
That's a fact. And he understands that if he doesn't answer correctly or slips and says the wrong thing, he'll never live it down. He knows that.
Yeah.
One thing about him, whatever he puts out there is going to live. So
Yep.
For you to say this is one of the biggest biggest interviews of the year, and there's been a lot of interviewing going on.
Yeah.
And these people to say he's canceled, I think very different.
No, not at all. Not at all. He's still very much of a viable artist. People still care what he has to say, and it just feels good that the interview I did with him, although there were so many other interviews he did, even with big streamers like Aiden Ross and so forth, like our interview outpaced everybody's interview. Like our numbers really dwarfed what everyone else did. So it just makes me feel like the combination of me and him really worked.
Yeah, you and him. The way you ask your questions, the way you put your thing together, it kept him motivated. Long as you keep him motivated,
Yeah.
he's going to keep going and going and going.
Yep. Well, Blueface just got out of prison.
Yeah, man.
How much time did he get total? Did he serve?
22 months from 90 days to 6 months. So he was supposed to do, we turned him in January 2024. His release date was July 2024. Early kick out, March, April. And one thing led to another, to another, to another. You know, he kept on testing the waters. You right? And when he was home, I don't know if you paid attention, but I beat 4 or 5 serious cases. And I'm constantly telling him, hey, they're getting tired of seeing us in that courtroom. And, you know, they did what they did. They violated his joint suspension. And when he got in there, he kept on, you know, one thing about Blueface, he's going to do it his way, and he's not going to cry about it. And he did it his way. But he came home. We picked him up at 8:30 a.m. by 11:30 he was viral. And we not talking about because he's out and I got the babies. It was already going down. And it's still going down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I told him, hey man, you need to go in there and see Vlad.
Yeah, you might see him on Vlad TV very soon.
Yeah, I told him you need to go in there and sit down and see Vlad, man. I hope you did your research and you ready to, because he ain't gonna hold back no punches.
Right.
He's gonna answer the questions and he gonna let you know what it is.
Well, didn't he dodge a 2.5-year sentence from a Las Vegas strip club shooting that happened in October of 22?
2.5-year sentence. That was a attempted murder charge.
Okay.
Which I was able to get out there, get him bail. I never forget, I'm at home watching TV. It's about 9 at night. Phone's going crazy. I'm looking at it. Like, Blueface is in jail. He's in jail in Vegas. Attempted murder. My heart dropped to my feet. I'm like, attempted murder. So I jump up, throw some sweats on, and hit the freeway. I'm on the freeway. I'm waking up attorneys. I'm like, hey, I need y'all down at the courtroom, 6:30 in the morning. I need y'all talking to the DA, see if we can get bail. They're saying there's no bail, this, that, and the other. I remember this when me and King Yella got into it. Because King Yella calls me as I'm en route to Vegas. He's telling me, hey, I got the dude he got into it with for $100,000. They could all go away. So I tell King Yella, man, your $100,000. We gonna deal with it how we gotta deal with it. Next morning we got a bail a bond, and they made me. I had to get him a place out there
in Vegas.
Yeah, because they put him on house arrest, and we ended up getting that reduced down to like discharge and firearm and city limits. It wasn't as serious as it was, but he definitely dodged that bullet. But we had a joint suspension case for an assault in the club out here, which he had joint suspension. And anytime you're on joint suspension, anytime you guys hear that and you accept that, you have to tuck your tail and go in the house. They're saying any contact with law enforcement, we can violate this. We can give this 4 years, give us 2 years clean on the streets on probation, it goes away. You have to totally shut down. There's no hanging out, there's no partying, clubbing. Shut down. And what happened was when Krishan had her incident in Vegas at the Palms where she had a fight, Blueface took the phone from the girl who was recording it. And because the phone is valued at over $700, it made it a felony.
Grand theft.
We got it reduced to a misdemeanor in hopes that California would let it pass. But brother, we didn't beat freeway shootings, 2 gun cases, another assault. They seen us beat this attempted murder. We still got love. They said, all right, 6 months county time. Maybe release him in 90 days. But once he got in there, he wasn't programming, and he ended up in Lancaster State Prison.
Well, while he was locked up, he got a bunch of new face tattoos. Someone actually did a breakdown of the different logos on his face now. There is Telegram, Major League Baseball, Chase Bank, the Washington Nationals, Yves Saint Laurent. Someone even said the Walgreens logo is on there.
Well, Walgreens is just West Coast.
Okay.
East Saint Laurent is his neighborhood.
Okay.
That's schoolyard. The rest of them,
Chase Bank.
And I'm guessing, because I haven't talked to nephew about his tats.
Hey.
Because last time I asked somebody about their tats, I got answered without him knowing. He answered me, which was Gucci Mane. I'll never forget that, right? But I'll tell that story. I haven't asked him about his tats, but if you ask me what did he do? Why did he put Chase Bank? Maybe he in his head that's what he's chasing.
Okay,
I
he's
don't know.
chasing
The
bank.
I don't know.
What about Telegram?
I don't know. Maybe he's the topic. I don't know. I haven't asked. But I best believe it's something behind everything. Because when he left, he had the Ben Franklin.
Right.
He had the schoolyard right here. And I think he had something down here. The rest wasn't there. So I don't know. You're going to have to ask him, Black. I'm gonna make it possible that you could ask him these questions because I have no idea.
Well, recently he made a video where his daughter, I guess, doesn't like his face tats, and he was saying that he would get them removed for his daughter.
I don't think he asked her.
There's like a video. There's like a video that's been
What did she
circulating.
say?
Hold on a second.
I seen him say the only way I would get these removed if my daughter asked me to, or if she didn't like. I don't know. Did she say she didn't like them?
Hold on. Let's play this real quick.
I'm already out.
You like my tattoos?
Raise the one building. We been past
That mouth. Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
No, you want me to catch up to you after? Yeah.
Yeah, so he posted most important girl in my life. If she says she don't like my tattoos, that would be the only way to even consider removing.
You got to remember she was very young when he left.
Yeah.
So he's been gone close to 2 years, but he's a lot calmer. He's still full of spunk in his spirit. You know what I mean? He's focused. He came home like 3 weeks earlier than he was supposed to. So a lot of contracts that were set to close mid-November for his late November arrival, I've had to double time and get things bumped up and situated. So he's going to be on the run. He probably got about another week of just laying back, chilling. And from that point, it's off to the races.
Well, is he boxing Nick Young?
Nick Young, March.
That's for sure.
As of right now,
Okay.
That's going to be on the Nothing But Sports platform.
Okay.
I have to speak with his probation or parole officer to see about his travel arrangements. Our first choice probably will be Florida because that's where that platform is building. If not, we'll end up probably in Vegas or Los Angeles. I'm thinking if the PO doesn't let him go to Florida for whatever reason, I don't think they'll have a problem with him going to Vegas.
Well, I mean, just to be honest, I got my money on Nick Young.
Okay. Hey, listen.
And you know why?
Why?
Because Nick was actually a professional athlete.
Blueface was an athlete.
A professional athlete? No.
Blueface have had 2-3 fights in the ring.
No, I'm saying Nick Young was an actual Laker. He was an NBA player. So his level of athleticism, I feel, is higher than most other humans. Period.
I talked to Gilbert Arenas last week.
Yeah, that's my man.
And Gilbert told me he can't wait to see Nick get his ass whooped.
Okay. Yeah, but he's a troll, though.
So,
and that's his rookie. You know that, right?
So, yeah,
he's always going to troll Nick.
So,
have you seen what he's been doing to Nick all these years?
Listen, what I do know is this. And it's going to be interesting because how it's set up, we got a reality show being shot around Blueface's love affairs, boxing training, and his time in studio creating an album.
Okay.
Which leads into the fight in March. So you could expect December, January, probably December, the release of a single, probably late February, going into March, the release of the reality show starting, then the fight in March, album release probably March, and then April, May, we go to Europe and tour. So that's being routed now. So I don't see Blueface taking any losses, man. He's chasing Jake Paul.
Right. He called out Jake Paul because of Gervonta Davis fight.
He's chasing Jake Paul. He told me, he said, let me go beat up a few guys. You know, my guy Mams over there, he has a few potential fighters. One in particular, I think you would like to see Blueface line up against.
Who is that? You're not going to tell me on camera?
Huh?
Tell me off camera. Can you say it on camera?
I can say it on camera.
Okay, let's go.
One candidate after the Nick Young fight
Okay.
is your guy,
Who?
the one and only.
Who?
Come on, man. Who's a guy who you would love to see them get their ass whooped? As of recent. We're not talking about Joyner Lucas.
I was going to say Joyner Lucas.
Guy that claims to be a boxer.
They claim to be a boxer.
Claim to be a boxer.
Okay, hold on.
We have yet to see him box. Black guy. Guy that you really don't like.
I don't like this guy?
No. You or Adam, neither one of y'all like this guy.
I can't think of this person.
We talked about him, but we didn't release it.
Top 5?
Come on. That we wouldn't put Blueface in there with top 5. You like top 5 a little bit.
We released the top 5, and me and top 5 were talking yesterday, actually.
Come on.
Who?
Aaron the plumber.
Aaron the plumber, that bum. Heard you guys Instagram taken away.
So it's talks of it.
I don't want to see
he's
that
over
shit.
there with.
I don't want to see that shit. No.
I know why
No.
you don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it.
Because you know it gives him a boost.
Yeah, fuck him.
But I think the people will want to see the guy that does all the talking.
But we've already seen him get beat up on camera. Aaron the plumber, right? We've already seen it.
I don't know.
You seen him get spit on like the whole night.
And that wasn't a fight. We talking about a real boxing match.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
This guy's a bozo, man. Like, honestly, this guy's an actual bozo. I don't want to have nothing to do with him at all on any level. Fuck
I think
Aaron.
the people may want to see it.
No.
So I think the people will want to see it. I understand your approach is because it'll definitely give him a boost. It puts him in the light.
Well, it's not so much to give him a boost. I just think he's a bum. Like this is the dude that had us fly him out for an interview, get him a hotel room. He showed up and basically just said,
so
fuck
you think
y'all.
he wouldn't show up for the fight?
Oh, I don't know. Probably not. Probably not.
That's a risk. Now,
he might not show up. Everyone was watching this just realized that I booked Aaron the plumber for an interview. He showed up, flew to New York, showed up, and then didn't go to the interview. And got online and said, I ain't gonna do it. Whoever else got some money, let me know. I'm doing promo. He's a bum.
Maybe Jordan Lucas got to it.
Jordan Lucas behind all my problems.
But we definitely gonna March is a tune-up, even though you think Nick Young's gonna win.
I think he's gonna win. You want to bet?
Yeah, we can definitely
We can bet? How much you want to make a bet?
I don't know.
On camera. 500?
Whatever you want to bet.
500. There we go. We got $500 bet.
There you go. Blueface can box.
I'm not saying he can't. All I'm saying is you're dealing with a professional athlete. To get to a Lakers level, very few humans can get to that point.
I don't think he plays basketball anymore.
Okay, but he still has
I think he
that
might
DNA.
be Saggy P.
Saggy P?
And I hate to put the sag in front of the P because
Floppy
I
P?
love the P. But I don't know, but I do know this. He's been taking it serious. Swaggy P's been in the gym training.
Okay.
Blueface gonna kick his training off top of December.
Right, because Blueface, let's keep in mind, is not exactly in peak shape. Also, he's got, like, how much did he gain? Like 100 pounds in jail or something?
Nah, he gained about 50, 60 pounds.
That's a lot of weight, man. 50, 60 pounds for someone who's naturally skinny? That's a lot of weight.
You don't think he has it anymore?
I'm just saying
He was about
that
160, he about 220.
he's going to
now.
have to get, because at this weight, he's not used to moving that weight around. And in the gym, like, listen, I've boxed. Have you boxed?
Yeah.
You think it's 3 minutes? In that ring, it feels like 3 hours.
3 hours.
You see what I'm saying? Because you're sitting there trying not to get hit. And you know, you're tensed up and you don't want to get punched in the face. And you don't want to get hit in the ribs. You know, have you ever got the wind knocked out of you?
Football.
Yeah,
I call that
in
helmet
boxing.
straight, yeah.
I've got like an uppercut in the stomach, wind knocked out of me. Like a lot goes on in that ring, and you really have to be in real shape. This is why these training camps are so intense. When you saw Bud Crawford when he showed up that Canelo fight, everyone was like, "Oh shit, he took his training seriously."
So you don't think that Blueface takes his training camp serious? It'll all be documented on Fresh Out of Love.
I think that
Fresh Out of Love, it'll be documented.
I think that Blueface has so much else going on in his life. I mean, he's with Hazel-E now, of all people. I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see the Hazel-E thing coming.
Shout out Hazel-E. Hazel-E she's a seasoned vet.
Yes, she is. With a whole lot of seasoning. I'm just saying he has so much going on and so much drama. Krishan is now saying he should die and all that other type of stuff. And there's
not she's the sanctified lady.
What are you talking about?
She wants him to die.
She said that he needs to go get a shovel. He needs to go back to jail or get a shovel.
Oh, so he needs to go do what the baby daddy did. Lil Ronnie.
You
Rest
said
in
it.
peace, Ronnie.
You said it, not me.
Listen, man.
By the way, has there been a DNA test yet? Is that Blueface's kid?
We don't know.
We don't know.
I think a swab went down behind the scenes.
Didn't the mother do like a grandmother DNA test,
Never.
Something?
But I think the other day,
thing?
I think the swabbing went down the other day.
Yeah.
We shall.
We swabbing?
I mean, at the end of the
We
day,
swabbing the deck?
It's always something. You know what I mean? It looked a little crazy. Hold on. She sucking on toes. She with this little blood dude, Blueface's enemy. She with this dude, that dude, this dude. Blueface let her come over the same day he got out.
Yes, she was kissing on him and everything.
Yeah. And she said she was a blue nose, not a red nose.
What does that even mean?
Because she was over there with a little blood dude.
Oh, okay.
Saying she's a blood.
So it's a pit bull kind of thing?
I don't know. Well, he called, his Labrador Retriever.
What?
Yeah, the girl you just mentioned. Who Blueface is with?
Krishan?
No, the other one.
Hazel-E.
Hazel-E said, "This is my Labrador Retriever."
She's referring to Blueface.
No. Blueface called Hazel-E.
Oh, the Labrador. Okay.
His Labrador Retriever.
Got it.
Hazel-E responded with dog face emoji. So she agrees.
Okay.
But what I will say this is that somebody had to keep her preoccupied while the swabbing went down.
Okay.
You didn't see the dad on the side of the wall with the... You mean to tell me your people didn't catch...
The stealth swab.
Your people didn't catch that?
No, we didn't catch that.
Oh, make sure they pull that up.
Okay, we'll pull
He's on the side of the wall.
With a swab, a little Q-tip in his hand. Like, oh yeah. I'm about to
Q-tip.
Get to the bottom of this. I mean, it's such an easy test. You can go to any pharmacy and get one of these.
She won't allow it. I'd have told my kid's mother, I don't think this kid is mine. I need a test. They would have been ready to rush down there, sat there, arms crossed, tapping their foot, looking at us.
Right. Nah, I got you.
It's only one reason why.
Yeah, she doesn't know who it is, whose baby it is. And it's not like she could do the test herself, because it'll show that it's her baby, but we don't know who the father is.
The other guy was there when the baby was born.
Ronnie?
Yeah. And the older that baby gets, I'm not going to front it, it's starting to look like Ronnie. So the baby has a right to know, the family has a right to know, Blueface has a right to know. But we'll be knowing shortly.
Yeah.
What's what?
I mean, I don't know why we don't already know.
She's the only one on the birth certificate.
Yeah, I mean, does he consider that to be his child right now on this day? Or is he just not sure? Like, because you saw him reunited with his daughter. Is he reunited with the baby he got with Krishan, allegedly?
That wasn't those are his two kids. The two children by Jaden, there's no question.
Yeah.
The boy and the girl, those are his children. Blueface has a song with OG Bobby Billions where he references a fatherless child. So I think he's at a point mentally, or was, that even if the test came back negative because Ronnie's gone, he might have would have did his part. But he's starting to understand that she's kind of dangerous.
Oh, you think?
I've been knowing.
You think?
She tried to, listen, she tried to pull a stunt that you guys didn't really know what was going on when I went to the home and the police was there. I'm gonna talk about it. When I pull up, there's 5 cops there. I come in the house, all our editors are there. The cops are telling the editors they have to leave. I'm like, wait, these are our editors, they're living here. Well, the lady of the house, she's not the lady of the house. She doesn't live here, she's talent. She tells the cops, I have clothes in the closet, I'll show you. Now, she knew she didn't have any clothes in the closet. But what she was thinking.
She was trying to prove that she lived there.
No.
No?
I'm telling them it's me and Blueface's home. Blueface is not there. So when she tells them, I have clothes in the closet, let me show you. Every closet she went to looked a little different days prior. So when she opened the closet doors, she was expecting them to see something else. What she expected them to see was no longer there. So I'm looking at her. She goes to the next one, the next one, the next one. She realizes it's been some spring cleaning that went on. But I knew then you never had clothes in these closets in the first place. But you knew what may have been in these closets. So she then was trying to get the officers to say, well, this is your home, right? So what's in the closet belongs to you, right? So I knew then she was real evil and vindictive. So for her to say, you need to be dead or back in jail, for her to take the loss she just took with Zeus, with Lemmy telling her, we're not paying you nothing.
Oh, so that's it with Zeus?
You didn't see that?
No.
She like, when I'm gonna get paid? Like, we're not paying you nothing. You breached contract. I don't owe you a dime. So you just we're not, consult your attorneys. It's starting to happen what we seen happen. People that think they're bigger than the program or bigger than what they are, right? They start to take these hits, right? Everybody's not Ye. Everybody can't sustain those hits.
Yeah.
So now she's in a situation where the dude that spearheaded her career, who has the keys and the secret to her success, he's backing up. The songs being written, the light being on her the way it was. That was all a Blueface thing. Zeus, a major platform. When people start to pull back from you, other people start to lose interest. And then you look up and your phone's not ringing as much. You look up and you're not in the in crowd anymore because you know with this entertainment thing, you have your core group of friends, then you have the group of people who act like they've been knowing you forever because the light's on you. When the light shifts, they don't know you anymore.
Right.
So, hopefully she can find herself. I see her getting involved in situations that she don't understand, and hopefully we're not waking up reading about it. I mean, she does have a son, and one thing we know is she is the mother. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean? So, hopefully she finds herself, man. I wish her the best.
Yeah, and the thing with Krishan is that, it seems like life is catching up to her. When I saw her at the Hollywood Unlocked Awards, she looked a little rougher than I've seen her.
A little bigger.
A little bigger, a little heavier. Skin looks a little,
Yeah.
a lot of makeup, because, you look at her in like high school, because people like to show like the high school pictures before,
Or even the 2020 pictures.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. Like, it's like she's like really like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and it was like, this is like a pretty young lady, and, with looks like a lot of potential, and she was running track, and she was in good shape. And now you look at 2025, Krishan, it's like, that's a very different looking person. And it's not just because of the baby, because people have baby weight. They work it off, whatever else. She never fixed her tooth.
It's not cute anymore. It's not funny anymore.
She never fixed her
You're
tooth.
too grown. That tooth being gone is...
Yeah, it's gone now. And here's the thing, right? Because I remember I had a conversation with the dentist about this. Those teeth are getting closer and closer together. In order to even fix that now, because it's been so long, she's going to have braces that pulls the teeth apart for, let's say, a year or so, and then they're going to have to do an implant. So this is like a 2-year process now to fix this. So she pops a little tooth in every so often. Her teeth are still getting closer and closer together every day. So that gap is probably going to be permanent, right? And look, remember, I tried to book her for an interview, and she just wouldn't work with me.
Yeah, I know. Listen.
You said, tell her that Wack guarantees the money. And she still said, no, I want to get all my money up front and blah, 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 blah. I said, I don't.
She was going to spin on you.
I don't trust you.
Yeah, you.
Like, I've seen you wild out in interviews. I saw you at No Jumper kicking the TV and you know, and so forth. Like, I don't want to pay you and then have that happen. This is not a Vlad TV thing. We don't bring people in for them to wild out on camera. This is not what we do. So it never happened. So she never got a check.
And you were really trying to pay her.
I really was. Because we ran into each other and we talked in person. We exchanged numbers. I got you involved when it wasn't working, but ultimately it never worked. So listen, man, I feel bad. Honestly, from my point of view, the way I see Krishan right now is this. She knew while she was pregnant that she was drinking, smoking, and doing whatever else.
People kept recording her
There's
doing
videos of this. There's videos of this.
Turned up big Henny bottles.
Right. And because of that, the baby has come out disabled. And I think that every day it just hurts her to realize that she's the reason this happened. Her actions. She could not abstain. You know, like I've gone through pregnancies with women. You know, I remember, this one woman I went through a pregnancy with, like, she's like, I remember we met with a doctor and she's like, oh, I heard you could drink one glass of wine a day. That's okay. And the doctor was like, why take the risk? Why?
Yeah.
There's things we can't control in a pregnancy. You drinking, we can't control. So why take the risk of drinking at all? And she's like, okay, cool. Stop drinking. That was it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's one of those things where if you are drinking, smoking, doing drugs, man, you got to look at that baby every day.
We watched her drinking, smoking, drugs, fighting.
Yeah.
Not sleeping.
Yeah.
Not taking your...
Yeah, prenatals or postnatals. Yeah.
Not going to your checkups.
All that, man. It's sad. It's sad. I know. I think personally what we're seeing right now is someone who's dealing with the trauma of their own actions. Because remember, she was like, yeah, look, everyone that talked about my baby, they're dead or in jail. They're dead or in jail. Everyone talked about my baby. But that takes away your role in what happened to your baby. You want to blame everyone else.
I really would like to see the baby get some treatment, some therapy.
Yeah.
That way you're giving the baby a shot.
Yeah.
At, you know what I'm saying? Bouncing back.
Yeah.
The baby's a little over 2 years old now. You know what I mean? Certain things should be happening.
Yeah, the baby should be walking, talking a little bit. Responding, I don't know, man. I feel bad. I have kids, so I hate to see it. Yeah. I just hate to see it, and it hurts me because it's hard enough to have a child, but to have a special needs child. I have friends in these situations, and they just go through it. Like, it hurts everybody. It hurts the mother, the father, listen, I have a friend who has a special needs child who has never not slept with her mom. And she's like 12.
Gotcha. Yeah, so
she's never slept outside of her mom's bed in life. He can't keep her on the weekends because she'll freak out because she's not in bed with her mom. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so he doesn't have any real custody because of that. And
so they're separated.
Yeah.
So now she can't really have a relationship because of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this isn't going to stop when the child turns 18.
Who knows? Might not stop when the child turns 40. Like, who knows? We don't know. I mean, special needs is hard, man. You see a lot of A lot of parents, they break up over that, over trying to raise a special needs child. Usually the mom stays and the dad sometimes leaves because he can't deal with it. I mean, the whole thing is sad, man. And special needs happens, autistic children just happen naturally sometimes and no one knows why. But if you actually cause that, that must really hurt. If you're the reason why the child has special needs, that guilt must really eat you up.
We'll keep the baby in our prayers and, hopefully things work out. But first things first, therapy for the child.
Yeah.
DNA for the child. At least allow the family members to know who's who.
Yeah.
What's what.
Well, Max B is out of prison.
Yeah, I see.
Just got out the other day. Max B free. Signed with my man French Montana. What was this whole thing about paperwork and Max B and so forth? Didn't you go into all this?
Bro, they can't say that. Bro, like 6ix9ine. Like he 6ix9ine said he's just like him.
Meaning?
It's paperwork on Max B. They can't.
Who did he cooperate on?
They can't glorify him and crucify 6ix9ine when you cooperate.
So you're saying Max B cooperated on what, the guys that killed that one guy?
You know, his brother been calling me for about a year. Pooh Sims, he's doing 120 years.
Damn.
For this case. Max B, there was a young lady and his brother involved, and they went to a hotel to rob some dudes. Come to find out, all they had was $800 in a laptop.
Huh.
Somebody gets unalived. Somehow, the law leads back to Max B, right? Max B, I guess, was a part of it, but they were the ones that went in. Max B gave law enforcement, the detectives, the information needed to find the lady involved. Told them where she worked at, the strip club, and what project she lived in. They arrested her, and then from her arrest, she gave them Pooh Sims.
Okay, so how did Max B end up getting like 35 years in the process or something?
Well, he got 75.
75, there you go, yeah.
Now, if you read the appeal paperwork, which I got it. I got everything. I got the original case, appeal paperwork, and I got the audio from the brother. When you read the appeal paperwork, you're going to see that he gave up the information on the young lady, where she worked, where to find her. Then you'll also see that Max B's arguing that I cooperated with law enforcement. These is one of the reasons why he felt he should be given leniency when he got the 75 down to 20, which he just did 16 or 17 on, right? So it's there. Hopefully he gets out and,
He is out.
And continues his career. Don't get out and do a Young Thug.
Or go on a whole,
Yeah, because
defend yourself tour and...
Because you dirty. I got you dirty. You got down, right? And I don't even know the dude. I've never had any interaction with the dude, but his brother called me. I could play the record right now. His brother called me, and he's the one directed me on where to go find these things. Pooh Sims. So there's also an interrogation tape out there that the brother has. He was supposed to forward to me, but when they realized he was talking to me, I think they got to him and told him they was going to get him an attorney and do these things. And I'm thinking Max B going to get out, forget about him. And then Pooh Sims will be calling me back wanting to send me these things. But the proof is in the document. It ain't about what nobody says. He says, it's right there. I didn't really know the dude before he left. I hear he did some writing.
Yeah, no, I interviewed him before he left. I mean, I interviewed him. I was around him and French during that time. He was really just drunk, just out of his mind all the time, leading up to him actually sentenced. Like he was just blitzed.
So now you try to make it an excuse. You saying
No,
when
no,
he
no,
talked
no.
to the detectives,
No.
maybe he was drunk. That
No,
what you
no,
saying,
no, no,
Vlad?
no, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that he realized he was going to prison, and I think he had problems dealing with it. So he was just intoxicated and just blitzed. We were at Dame Grease's studio this one time, and they were filming a music video, and he was so drunk that Dame just said, "Forget this. We're not doing this." He literally shut down the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's always I hear like he used to press Jim Jones and chase Jim Jones.
They were going
out
they were going at it. Like there was like chairs thrown, and and that was I think like how French and Max actually got close, because Max was getting into it with Jim. I think it was over the Ballin' record, because I think Max wrote that record for Jim.
I'm hearing that.
But
Did he get his credit?
But Jim didn't give him the credit for it. That became Jim's biggest record. You could say biggest record out of Dipset.
Yeah.
So that caused a certain type of beef, and I think him and French got close during that time, and French kind of brought his crew to kind of back up Max during this whole situation, because him and Jim had already been going at it, right? So I think that's why Jim, last I checked, like disliked me for a bunch of years, because I was doing interviews with French about him and his situation. What's funny is I ran into Jim recently at the NBA YoungBoy show.
Yeah, they told me.
He shook my hand. He reached out to me and shook my hand.
Well, I mean, I feel like he understands that. Look,
It's
man,
not personal.
You can come talk about it too, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly. It's
yeah,
not personal. I have nothing against Jim Jones.
he's home, and and I'm with 6ix9ine on this. Like, hey, bro, paperwork's right there, like my paperwork. We're the same. So I wish him the best. Hopefully he gets out. Look like he has some children.
Yeah.
And he continues doing something positive, but the tough guy and all that, he might want to chill out on that, because we already seen what happens. He folded. It is what it is.
We all want to act shocked that this happened, but give most human beings 75 years and see how they act.
That's a fact.
Seriously. We all want to act like all these rappers are superheroes, right? Like they're immortal, that they got shot 1,000,000 times and survived, and they'll never snitch, and they have these morals and so forth, because we listen to their music and we buy it all up and we eat it up and so forth. But these are just regular people, just like me and you.
99% of the people in a situation like his,
75 years. That's
given an
life,
opportunity.
Right? He was what, 35 at the time?
something like that.
You're giving someone life. Even if they're 18, you're basically looking at life, right?
They're going to
75
do
years
something
is
to
life.
try to get out of it.
Right. Which is just normal human behavior. Now, there are some hardcore guys out there that will not snitch no matter what. They'll do their time. I get it. This is maybe 0.001% of the world.
That's a fact.
Right? It just is what it is. You give me 75 years and I have a way to get out of it, I'm not going to say, oh yeah, I'm going to stand tall and do my 75 years. No, fuck that. Especially if it wasn't on me. Come on now.
Yo.
I'm being honest right now. I'll keep it 100.
So you never read the paperwork?
No.
Why not? Come on, Vlad.
I trust you. I trust you in your paperwork breakdowns. Just like I trust
You know what's
1090
crazy?
Jake.
I sat back and I sent it out to everybody because I wanted to see what they were going to do with it.
Yeah.
Flacco got on it.
Okay.
Everybody's waiting for me to get on it, and I'm sitting back. I'm like, I want to see what y'all going to do with it.
Right.
Let me, y'all ask me, here it goes.
Right.
They want me to do it so they can react to it.
Yeah.
We did it 18 months ago on the 100 side of Clubhouse already. We already ran it. Exposers ran it. Prince, Lavish Ghost, they ran it. And it is what it is. We don't got a dog in the fight. As long as he refrains from my name, because I don't know you, and I just read paperwork, and blame maybe my elementary school teachers for teaching me how to read and me being a good student. It is what it is. But the minute he lets him sucker him into it, then I'll go on my campaign. You know, me and French, I got a lot of respect for French.
Yeah.
I see French is hanging out with him, getting him right in the studio with him, took him to the ball game, got him right. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
As he
you know,
should.
I'm going to let my brother enjoy his time.
There you have it.
You know, French knows that Wack gonna lay back, but he knows if dude get beside himself, he know I'm gonna defend myself. So
What did you think about the whole Glasses Malone ban from Vlad TV? And
I think G Malone's supposed to show up for you.
Nope.
He was supposed to show up.
Nope.
I didn't. We talked about this story with the chick.
Yeah, you guys actually, I think Adam called me because he was doing some sort of podcast and they wanted my 2 cents. The only reason I even replied to this bullshit was because he totally twisted up the story. That's the shit that annoyed me, because he's basically said, Vlad caught some dude fucking his girl. He called me up to get a gun to kill him. I'm like,
Nah.
that's not the story.
I remember it was a chick you met.
Yes.
You wasn't too serious about her.
Yeah, second date.
You took her back to her crib, which I told you were crazy.
Yeah, I was crazy for that.
And you did your thing with her, you were asleep, and somehow, I don't know, she woke you up, you heard it, somebody was on the balcony. Maybe he called, something like that, he came in, and I remember you telling me at this time, you thought your life was in grave danger.
Right, because this dude climbed up 2 levels of balconies. People are like, oh, Vlad's story's fake. Who climbs up balconies? It was a 2-story building in Culver City. Look through Culver City. There's no high rises in Culver City, right? It was a 2-story building. It was a condo. He climbed up 1 level of balcony to the 2nd level, got on the balcony, opened the window. That's when she woke me up. And when I opened the curtain, he attacked me. I called up Glasses Malone because I had just filmed him on his block in Watts. I'd been dealing with him because I was dealing with Game for a while. We had met. I'd put him on multiple mixtapes and I'd put him on DVDs and so forth. And, you know, he claimed to be a Crip and everything else like that. So I was like, yo, she called me up because the police, after, you know, they arrested him and took him out, and then they let me back in the, you know, in the condo, and I just grabbed some things as quickly as I could because I don't know who was coming or whatever else. I'm in LA. I'm not from LA. I don't know what the hell's going on. All I know is I got to get the hell up out of there. I grabbed some things and I ran to my car and drove off. She called me up a few hours later and said, hey, I have some of your things. Can we meet up so I can give them back to you? And I also want to talk to you. So I didn't know whether this was a setup or what. I don't know whether he's out and he's going to come with her or he's going to have someone trailer or whatever else. So I just said, Glasses, can you come with me? I didn't ask him about a gun. I just said, can you come with me?
Oh, you didn't ask him about a gun?
No.
You just say, yo, Glasses, I need a gun.
No.
It's on with these fools.
No. I asked him if he could just come with me. For example, the way you and our relationship is these days, if I called you up with a similar situation.
Even if I'm not in town, I'm gonna put some bodies with you.
Yeah, because when we were on his block, he had all his homies with him and everything. They were like 20, 30 deep. I'm like, all right, well, if you don't want to go, if you're too scared to come with me, maybe you know someone that could just accompany me. I'm not saying we're about to go confront this guy. I'm saying I'm meeting the girl. But I'm worried at the time. And he said, nah, he didn't want to do it. He said, come have her meet me and you on my block in Watts. I said, I'm not going to do that. This is a middle-class real estate chick. She's not going to do that. So I said, it's cool. Don't worry about it. I'm cool. And him saying, Vlad asked me for a gun to kill a black man that was banging his girl. And I'm like, this whole story's fucked up. This whole story's just wrong.
Was the chick black?
Yes.
And the dude was black?
Yes.
And you won?
Yes.
Listen, man, you had a good night.
I had a decent night.
You beat all kind of shit up that night. So did you go back for?
Yeah, we met up a couple more times, but like just the whole thing of her leaving me to die had always kind of.
But did she go call law enforcement?
Well, yeah, she ran next door and called the police.
So she didn't leave you to die.
She didn't. But at that moment, I kind of felt like I could have died because by the time the police arrived, I could have been dead.
Well.
Okay, for example.
Was she one of those chicks that she could have prevented something?
Not really, but I don't know, man. It's just, I just feel like in that moment, had I not just, crashed out and just completely lost all level of self-control and went into full survival mode, and let's just say that he did something to me first before I was able to do it to him, I think he would have killed me.
Definitely.
And by the time the police arrived, there'd be a dead body in the room. For example, your chick, R&B, right?
Oh, she gonna pop you.
She could go in the kitchen, grab a knife, grab a stick, grab a
R&B
rolling pin, a
do
chair. It's her house. I don't think she would have just ran out and left you. And that's what bothered me. And look at the detail I'm going to the story.
Yeah,
like with Glasses, it was one phone call.
Yeah, that's
It was
crazy.
one phone call from 20 years ago. And he wants to lay out this fake ass story. So I don't know, man. Like at the end of the day, and I think that like Glasses came up at the same time as Game and a bunch of other people in that era. He was right there with everyone. He had all the opportunities. At one point, Akon signed him. At one point, Cash Money signed him. And I think really what it is that based on my experience, you see who Glasses really is.
Okay.
He's not the person he portrays in his music, and I think the audience got that.
So you saying because Glasses did show up for you, he ain't the gangster he say he is in his music?
Well, from my point of view, yeah.
Well, the Glasses I know, he says he from Watts, where
Okay.
he is, 7th
Okay.
Street. He raps about his upbringing. He was signed to Mac 10.
Mm-hmm.
I told Glasses back then, it's going to be an uphill struggle signed to an artist who's looking for a hit. Glasses had the big song with Akon. Was it Certified?
Something like that, yeah.
Right? And right when Mac 10 should have pushed it, Mac 10 went into album mode for itself. And from that came Soft White. Mac 10's album, Soft White.
Yeah.
So I think Glasses got caught up in not having the right push behind him when he was hot.
I guess.
But
you wanna say it
I don't
that
know.
way.
Do you think you guys were that type of friend that like, did he bring you to the block
No.
to give you content?
No.
Eh,
Well, no. I mean, I placed him on mixtapes.
Oh, okay.
I did an interview with him on his block that I was going to put it. This is before YouTube, so
Yeah.
it was going to be on my DVD. We kept in contact. We were casually acquainted. We were not friends. We were not hanging out, whatever else. I just felt at that very moment.
He had you.
I just felt with his resources, he could have been like, all right, let me call a couple people I know. Like for example, like my man Suave, the Suave XXX, porn dude. I don't know if you know about him, right? I remember I hit him up. I'm like, yo, I need a security guy. He brought me Big E, who I've used for like 20 years now or some shit, or 15 years. Like everyone knows people. Like, okay, listen, I may not be the right person to do it, but I know a guy.
There you go.
Throw him a couple dollars, he'll go with you.
No, Adam called me like 6 months ago. Said, I know you out of town. I got to go to this thing downtown LA. So I sent him my team.
Traplo Ross, when he was pressed by Central C's manager, you know who kept him safe? Security that I referred to him.
Great.
My security guys in Vegas kept him safe.
Great.
This is what we do.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
best friends with Traplo Ross. We fuck
but this
with each
what
other. We
do.
like
No.
each other.
Yeah, you figure if you got that rapport, y'all
If
cool.
I got that rapport, if I know somebody, like I didn't know anybody. I had never used security in my life at that point. This was mixtape DJ Vlad. This wasn't YouTube Vlad. There was no Vlad TV. That was in the future. I didn't know anybody. I was in LA. I'm in a foreign place. He could have said, okay, here's a guy. Give him $200. He'll go with you. But instead, he said, I don't want to have no...
Was this Bentley glasses?
I don't
Did he have a blue Bentley back then?
I don't think so.
He didn't have it yet.
I don't think so.
Glasses,
But that's cool, man.
But why did he make it up like glasses? Come on, man. You just said the man he's making it look like you came home and a black dude's banging your chick.
Right.
He whooped your ass.
Right. Then I went to go get a
now
gun,
you want a gun
to kill him.
And he said, I wasn't going to give a white dude
like
a gun to kill the black man.
Right. And that's what pissed me off because I'm like, That's just totally wrong. There's police reports over this shit. It's Culver City.
Did you interview him after?
Yes, I brought him back and I posted the video from Watts. You know, that went up, and then I brought him back for another interview. So I don't know where this band shit came from. But here's the reality.
What you mean banned?
Because the name of the album is Banned from Vlad TV. And by the way.
But you brought him back after the
Exactly.
fact.
By the way, how is this not dry snitching? Explain to me how this is not dry snitching.
What did he dry snitch on? He told a lie.
Well, but he's putting out a story that I wanted to be involved into an attempted murder.
But you never, yeah.
See what I'm saying?
He's painting the picture.
You see what I'm saying?
That you were.
Man, anyone who did any sort of crimes with glasses back in the day, be careful, because he'll do an album called Me and Mitch Bought 3 Kilos Together. Song number 1, 2445 Ford Lane is where it happened. Song number 2, this is how Mitch laundered his money. Song number 3, this is his bank account number.
No, I don't
where
think,
he put his drug funds in.
I don't think G Below to do that.
Man, listen.
Maybe
To
he
me,
was
that
trolling.
is dry snitching.
But maybe
it's
he
not
was-
true, so it's cool. I don't care. But let's just say it was true. Yo, he's talking about an attempted murder here.
He's telling the people, Vlad tried to get a gun out of me. Maybe he was trolling, man.
Man, listen, I never asked him for no damn gun. Like, honestly.
Was it a revolver or
I never asked him for nothing. I just asked him to come with me. And he said,
Did you
no.
tell him to bring the homies?
No. I just said, can you come with me? And he said, have her meet me on my block. That's the best he was going to do for me. And I said, nah, it's cool. So I went to go meet her. And I met her in front of the mall in Inglewood. What do you call it? The Westfield Mall or something like that?
Fox Hills.
Fox Hill Mall. There we go. So I met her in front of the Fox Hill Malls in a public place. She gave me my stuff. It was fine. Nothing happened. There was really nothing to worry about. I was just being very paranoid at that time because I felt there was an attempt on my life that just happened in L.A.
She didn't know nothing about it. She had a stalker boyfriend.
She had an ex-boyfriend. It was an ex-boyfriend. And
he came through and seen you in the parking spot. That's what
he because we had one of those parking spots where I had to block her in, so he knew someone was at the house. He came up, and look, after it was all said and done, she said that he wants to talk to me on the phone, right? Because he was facing a bunch of years in prison, and he was worried that I was going to testify. So we got on the phone on three-way together, and I told him, I said, I'm not testifying. I already told the DA that I live in New Jersey and I can't travel, and this is between you and the state of California. I'm not adding to your problem. As far as I'm concerned, we're even. And then I remember the funny part about this conversation was
Man, where the paperwork?
Look it up.
We gotta look that
Go
up.
ahead. Culver City 2007, maybe 6.
Yeah, we gotta
Culver City. My name is on it.
Gotta look that up.
My name is on it. You can find the other names too.
Yeah, that's what we need.
It's
We
a
need
real
the paperwork.
There was a police report. She called the police.
Exposers.
The police
Mount
came.
up.
Listen, the police came and they asked me. They said, "What happened?" Because I'm outside covered in
I'm
blood.
glad you kept it gangster and didn't go to court on him.
No, I didn't go to court on him. I swear
You
to
kept
God.
it gangster.
I kept it
but G
gangster.
Malone did.
Here's the funny part, right? The three of us talked, and he was like, "Yo, why did you beat me that badly?" And I said, "You jumped in through the window and attacked me, and you want me to have some sort of, some sort of rule book?
No.
In terms of what I do?"
He jumped through the window and asked you, "Are you ready to die?"
After he hit me.
Also, he fired.
Oh, yeah. Because what happened was when she was like, "Yo, there's someone at my window," I'm not realizing this window she's referring to is a balcony window. I thought it was like a hallway or something. It was like a security guard or maybe someone going to the wrong door. I was like, yeah, let me go check it out. So I walk over to the window. I pull back the curtain. There's a balcony. The window is open, and there's a guy on the balcony. And after, I'm like a deer in the headlights. I'm like, this is not what I expected to see. And I'm naked, and he takes a swing at me. He hits me in the face. And as I fall back, he jumps in through the window and jumps on top of me. So he's on top of me in the bed as she's like running out. So he's like still trying to hit me, and I'm like kind of holding his hands, trying to calm him down. But he's like,
What was he saying to you?
He's like, "Yo, fuck this. I'm going to kill you. I just got out of prison. I don't give a fuck. who are you? What are you doing here? Rah, 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 rah. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, this must be the ex-boyfriend. She mentioned, she had mentioned there was an ex-boyfriend. He was a little bit younger than her also, so I think he was kind of sprung. I mean, she was bad. Like, she was thick, natural, like really pretty. And I could see how a younger dude could get caught up with a chick like that.
R&B shit going on.
She had her own condo. You know what I'm saying? She had her shit together. This seemed like a dude that kind of didn't really have a lot going on. So yeah, I mean, he attacked me, and he was like, "Yo, why'd you have to do me like that?" And I'm like you did what you did, and you want me to have some sort of rule book? Like, are you fucking serious? Like, this is a serious question right now? He goes, "No, you're right. My bad. You're right. Because I think he thought that maybe he was going to piss me off and I was going to show up to court. But I never showed up to court. He got probation. He didn't do any jail time. He had some, from what she told me, there was some permanent damage that he had, to his eyes and to his face because of that night. But he didn't go to prison.
So you beat the brother pretty good, huh, Vlad?
Well, I thought he was going to kill me.
Was he a Hebrew Israelite?
Was that?
Was he a Hebrew Israelite?
No, he was not.
No? He ain't one of them dudes that making the
No.
Jewish people or the white people kiss their boots?
No.
You sure you didn't have no motive?
No motive. Well,
No
the motive
motive.
was protection for trying not to die that night.
He ain't tried nothing funny.
No. Although he was on
just
top
swinging.
of me when I was naked,
He was just swinging at you.
Yeah. No, he got at least one clean punch in. Like, I actually have a cut over my eye from that night. I got cuts on my hands from that night.
We would
It
love
was a
to
weird
see
night,
that
man.
interview, Vlad.
Was that?
We would love to see that interview. Hey, if you out there, look up Vlad TV. We would love to see you and Vlad interview.
I'll bring him on. I'll bring if you want to come on and we could talk about that night.
Bro, that would be
that would be crazy. Yeah, that would be crazy. Hopefully he doesn't. He's not holding a grudge, because my whole thing was
you
like,
saved that dude 10, 15 years.
Well, yeah, and that's kind of how I looked at it. Was like, okay, look, like, although he started it, but I heard him way worse. But then again, I also saved him from going to prison.
That's a fact.
So I feel like we're even all around. You see what I'm saying? Because I figured, okay, I testify, he goes to prison, he comes out, he wants revenge, the cycle keeps going. Like, I wasn't trying to do all that.
The fact that you didn't press charges,
I did not,
and he got probation.
Yeah.
Now, Vlad.
No, it's true. It's true. You can look up the case.
You know that turned her on, right?
Probably. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, that turned her on.
Well, Diddy.
He's a dummy.
I'm picturing this right now, right? Diddy's like, yo, lawyer, I wanna have a cool prison experience. The lawyer's like, okay, man, what do you want at this prison? Diddy says, dicks. Because I got just the place for you.
Fort Dix.
Fort Dix. And that's where he is currently. Right now, while we are having this interview, Diddy's at Fort Dix.
You think he's setting up the little... Nah, he ain't doing that. But he just got caught with some pruno.
They're saying that. The lawyers are denying it. I don't know. Because, to the judge, he said this is the first time he's been sober in 25 years and so forth. So if he gets actually caught with liquor, that kind of messes up his early release a little bit, doesn't it? Potentially?
They could kick him out of the drug program.
Oh.
Which kills the year.
Well, does that mean that he gets kicked out of Fort Dix? Because that's a Club Fed kind of,
He get kicked out of
penitentiary,
there,
right?
He end up on a medium where they really gonna politic him.
Oh.
Because he got a sex offense, right?
Yeah.
Ain't no telling how they gonna take that.
It is Diddy, though. Don't you feel like...
They don't give a damn about that.
Really?
Either he gonna pay or he gonna go on his way.
Really?
They don't care about that.
Huh. Well, I mean, you saw what happened to Tory.
You've seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you saw it. I saw the video. That was horrible. Did I tell you that I ran into his dad?
Yeah, you told me that. What's going on with...
Well, look, man, this is the problem, right? Is the internet likes to create their own legal situations, right? Like even with my Joyner Lucas situation, like, oh, yo, you can't sue him because you're extorting him. The judge is going to throw it out. It's like, I'm not extorting.
I don't know what
them.
they're talking about.
They know what they're talking about. So when people talking about he's going to appeal, he's going to win, he's going to be out soon. Do you know what percentage of appeals are actually successful?
What, in federal court?
Just period, all across the board.
I don't know. What percent?
2%. I talked to a lawyer about this the other day. 2% of appeals are actually successful in getting the person out. 98% of the time, you're just going to file paperwork that they're going to throw out.
Well, I believe Trump is going to pardon Diddy.
I don't know. I don't think so, because he would have already pardoned him.
No,
From what I heard was that Trump's fan base, the MAGA guys and girls, don't want Diddy out. They don't want Trump to be responsible for Diddy getting out. That's what I'm hearing.
I gotta ask my guy. I do business with some of them people. I'm gonna ask my guy and see. But if he does what he's supposed to do, he'll be home in September, October. He'll be home October. He'll be home in 2026.
Next October? I mean, hopefully, because I kept saying I don't think he deserves anything more than time served. It's prostitution for male prostitutes, and I've interviewed 5 of them. All of them didn't give a shit. This is essentially a victimless crime, as far as I'm concerned.
The crazy part about it, they said Cassie requested and paid him more than Diddy.
Wait, I don't understand.
They said it's been times where Diddy wasn't there where Cassie would.
No, Cassie would reach out to the male escorts herself. I've interviewed them and they've told me the specific situations.
It's a fact. So, if you look at the time, all he got is 50 months.
Yeah. I mean, do you believe the whole, he woke up with a knife on his throat in prison? Like,
no, I think that's him setting up trying to academics. Want to see what he wants?
Yeah, go ahead. Put him on speakerphone.
Act. We live on Vlad. What's up?
Wack, I had to call you. I don't know if you want to do this after.
We live on Vlad. What's up?
What up, academics?
Oh, Vlad was good, my brother.
What up?
Wack, I think you've been countered. I think we're hearing that Max B's as solid as they come. He did not cooperate, brother.
Max B, I sent you all the paperwork.
I'm watching the 1090 Jake thing.
No, I don't care about 1090. 1090 just a regular dude like everybody else. The documents, this is what you're looking for. Actually, here, let me guide you directly to what you want to read.
Okay, give me a paperwork breakdown.
I sent you the paperwork. This is going to guide you right to where you want to read. This is one part where he's admitting that due to his cooperation, he should be given leniency. Here, that's other part. That's Max B's paperwork. The other part is.
You sent me a document. What page is on it?
I don't look at it. It'll tell you that. You have all the documents. You even have the appeal. There's another part where you'll see Max B told the detectives where the girl involved in the murder robbery, where she works, with strip club, and where she lives.
Is that snitching though?
Hell yeah, that's snitching. See, this is the part, Act, and
hold on. If I'm a street dude, let's say me and you are street dudes, and they said, do you know where Wack works? And I said, I know Wack does podcasts or does interviews with DJ Vlad. Am I snitching?
Listen, let's paint the right picture. Academics, this lady and this dude was involved in a murder robbery. We know you have some involvement as well. What do you know about them? She works at Scarlet Strip Club and lives at this location. They're letting him know she is an interest. He knows she's of interest because they put the play together. Anytime you give any information up on anybody else other than yourself, you're telling. And this is why your crowd is not going to understand. Our rules are our rules. We don't give a damn about what the civilians or the L7 thinks. The minute Max B told that detective where that woman lived and where she worked, and they apprehended her, she then told on Pooh Sims, who got 120 to life, and she did like 8 years or so. She went to jail as well. You tell it. And if you read the document, you're going to read That
But I heard she told on Max B as well.
listen, it don't matter. He told on her first. We don't give a shit. It don't matter if you read the document. It says.
No,
Hold on.
paperwork-
Wingate also urges that the court erroneously failed to find any mitigating factors. Specifically, he argued that the conduct was the result of circumstances unlikely to recur, because he would have nothing more to do with Conway. He also argues that he cooperated with law enforcement authorities, right? Within helping them locate Conway. You're a fucking rat. It's right there.
Okay. Let me ask you a question.
Do you not see that?
No, I do see it.
Do you see it?
No, I see it, but
That's it.
If your lawyer contends, like for example, if
No.
a lawyer makes a case,
No. The lawyer,
violence in the
listen, the lawyer,
isn't that an argument?
no, the lawyer, listen. Only, it said Wingate, cooperating with law enforcement, help find out Conway's location. That is not the lawyer. Is the lawyer name, who name is Wingate?
That's Max B.
Okay, it specifically says Wingate, not the lawyers. Wingate helped the detectives through cooperating with law enforcement authorities, helping them locate Conway. Look, bro, in our world where we come from, you told, you ratted. And he also told, that's letting you know his cooperation was, she lives here, work there. He knew she was part of the murder robbery because they all lined it up. Are you playing the recordings I sent you on this brother who's doing 120 to life? I sent you all this 2 days ago.
120 to life? That's a real number?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Though.
I sent you the recordings.
That number doesn't even make any sense. 120 to life, like,
Act.
if you lived 120, you do 120
I'm
years.
glad this is New Jersey. They fry you over here. They don't play that.
Bro, we got homies that got 237 and plus 2 life sentences. 2 life sentences plus 237.
Yeah, Vlad, in New Jersey, when they catch, hey, tell Vlad, the niggas that ran up in my crib, they doing 20. I
Damn.
had to take the stand. I was ready to do it.
Listen, Act, and I wouldn't have called you a rat because you a civilian. Act, listen, at the end of the day, I don't know Max B. I have all the reason in the world to be cool with him because him and French are brothers, and French is my comrade, respectfully. But the paperwork is the paperwork. In 6ix9ine's words, they're just like him.
They just like us.
Hey, by the way,
They
also,
just
Vlad,
like us.
Just to give you a little more context, because I grew up in that county. It's Bergen County. It's a Jewish county.
You don't play over there.
Nothing is open on Sundays. All malls are closed. That's law. You cannot sell nothing on Sundays. You do crime over there, that's why they held Fabio for 6 months. They just buried that nigga. They don't give a fuck.
So look, Act, you got the paperwork, you looking at it, you got the full document, I isolated the document, you have a recording from his brother, Pooh Sims. Press play, bro. Let him hear. He's doing 120 to life.
Yeah, but I don't need to hear him kind of repeat. Like, I know the crime.
He's the one that directed me where to go find these documents. He's doing the time. The girl did 8 years or 10 years or so. She did time. Off of...
Let me ask you this ideological question. Hey, because this is also what Max B is arguing. Yo, I told him to go steal the money. This is the dummy that shot the nigga in the head because he wanted to, he was doing too much of it.
You cannot listen, bro. See.
Once you're involved in a crime of any sort, if
You a street
someone loses their life, you're now accessory to murder.
Yeah, we know that. But listen, me and you, we go to the store, right?
Right.
Vlad, take me to the store. I go in the store, shoot a dude. Vlad don't know. I walk out with a bag of chips and a soda pop, get in Vlad's car, pull off, don't say nothing. The cameras catch Vlad's plates, right? They knock on Vlad's door. I know Vlad is gonna say, yeah, we went to the store. Yeah, it was Wack. I put Vlad in that situation. What I would do is come out that damn thing on foot and never look back at Vlad ever again to try to keep him out of it. But if Vlad is my homeboy, Vlad from the streets, Vlad can't tell them people nothing. This is the rules of the streets. This is why I wrote the 13 new commandments of the streets, because what you're saying is how they're living it. I put in all the old rules and all the new rules they're living by. Not my rules, this is what they're doing. He told, Act, if you give up any information on anybody else about the commission of a crime and you're from the streets, you're a rat. You know that.
Okay, all right. And I'm using some of these maybe mental. I'm playing a little bit devil's advocate, but these are valid questions, I think. All right. For example, there's a Chicago case with Rondo number 9 and C-Day. So it was two guys. They robbed a cab driver, and the guy got killed. Essentially, on appeal, one of these guys, I think it was Rondo number 9. His attorney raised the issue. Hey, the evidence points towards my co-defendant doing the crime more than it points to me.
We still gonna book you for telling.
No. They're both kind of like, both of their lawyers are going to try to say, hey, you guys have the wrong guy. It's the other guy. And it's not really telling on the other guys. They're just saying the evidence supports the other person doing the crime. Not me. Is that telling?
Listen. If any of them individuals gave their attorney any statements to use against the other dude about that crime, it's telling. But this is telling. Wingate, who is Max B, argued that he cooperated with law enforcement authorities by helping them locate Conway. It's nothing else to talk about, Ack. I'm sorry.
All right, okay. Let me just use another example.
Cooperation, law enforcement.
Say you were into criminality and someone gets interrogated and they said, hey, you know Wack100, right? Person says yes. You'd be like, is he from California? If he says yes, is that telling?
At that point, you just gave up information on somebody else.
That's telling?
Period. We're going to see that as that.
Oh, my God.
If they tell me, hey, bro.
You got to stay on the sidewalk, y'all. You got to stay on the sidewalk.
Hey, listen, bro. But listen, if they say, hey, Wack, Big U, yeah, what up? Do he live in the 60s? I don't know where he live. That's on you to figure that out. Big U,
hold on.
Is he from 60s? I don't know where the fuck he from.
Wow.
Actually, from this point on, I plead the fifth. Big U, is he black? I don't know what he is.
What? You can't say he's black.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not giving them any information about another individual in the commission of a crime. Those are the rules of the streets. The rules are they.
Black.
Hey, bro, yo, Act.
Say he black?
Act, listen. You ain't from the streets, so what you say don't matter. Those are those rules. Hey, Vlad's part of the Jewish community. They got so many holidays, we be like, what? Bro, I be trying to do business. Is my wire coming? It's a holiday. Would I say Vlad?
No, that's a real thing.
Does it matter? If I tell them, hey, bro, I need you to go to work that day and send that wire. Does what I'm saying matter? It doesn't matter.
No, they'll say no.
So what I'm saying is what you're saying doesn't matter.
I'm gonna call you a hypocrite because I remember vividly when you were on Clubhouse and you played the call where you said that there was a federal investigator that called you and they asked you about Jay Prince, and you didn't give up incriminating information, but you answered questions. You're like,
hey, listen. Now let me tell you why I did that. Okay. Their whole thing was
that telling?
Hell no, I didn't tell. I cleared him.
Okay.
Their whole thing was.
So you did what Thug did?
No, I didn't. Their whole thing was Jay Prince has been issuing threats against you are you in fear of this man? I told them that man has never issued a threat against me. He's a pillar in his community as I am in mine. I am not in fear of this man, or I've never been in fear of this man, and he has never threatened me in his life. That's what I told him.
Tell him, I don't know no Jay Prince.
Because if I would have hung the phone up, they could have kept that open. By me saying on record, I'm not in fear, never have been in fear, and he's never threatened me, whatever they was on, they gotta close it. I did him a favor.
So you did him a solid.
I did him a favor. I couldn't even double back. If I doubled back and said, yeah, I am, his legal could have used that against me and said, I'm not credible. I put myself in the trick bag to guarantee him whatever y'all talking about on them phones, stupid, stop talking about it and cleared him.
Wack, they're talking about maybe I could, I think you're going to go over to Vlad too, but they're saying the Max B interview is on the table. They're talking some dates. Hey, would you sit down with Max? I need somebody like you.
That's a fact. I ain't got a problem with that.
You do it?
I ain't got a problem with that at all. All I'm going to do is read his paperwork. See, this ain't, listen, I don't know Max B. This is his paperwork. This is his paperwork.
In paragraph 4. And they said paragraph 4 is going to counter everything you're saying because they want to shoot him some bail. Paragraph 4, and by the way, I'm reading from this is the appellate thing that's published on the U.S. law.
I sent you all that.
Wingate's argument, which is Max B's argument, that he cooperated with law enforcement is also devoid of merit. It was Conway, not Wingate. So it was Gina Conway, not Max B, who admitted her complicity in the crimes and testified against Leardon, aka Pooh Sims, and Max B.
We know all of that, but he listen, he helped them. Listen, it says it right here. Wingate helped them locate. Now we got a punchline. Wingate helped them locate. Conway. Wingate helped them locate. Conway got located and told on everybody. But that's not before Max B told on her first. That's it, bro.
So you're saying that he told on her.
The only nigga didn't tell is Pooh Sims.
Like, I feel like with that mentality, though, you just have to go take 120 years.
No, bro. Hey, bro. Me and Vlad just talked about it. This is why I tell the kids, stay out of the streets. Stay out of gang life. It is irrational. It makes no sense, but these are the rules. And if you sign up for it, you're going to follow those rules. That's it.
Well, it does say this statement Wingate provided to law enforcement authorities about Conway's whereabouts can hardly be deemed cooperation. That's in his opinion.
Listen to me. We don't give a fuck what the courts say. The streets say, if you gave them information on that girl, where she lived and where she worked, where to find her, that is cooperation. Period. Listen, I hate to use this. If another man was involved in a sexual act with another man, we're going to say that's gay, right?
Yeah.
If another man kissed another man in the mouth, what they going to say?
He's gay.
So one is another extreme, right?
Yeah.
It's different, but it's all, they're going to all label it the same thing. I say that to say this. He gave up information on an individual which led to their arrest. He told, bro. I didn't tell him to do it. He did it. Hey, Vlad, all you guys, y'all watch people for years say, I'm some CS2 back. My name ain't never, it don't say Jones. It don't say Wack100, Wack, Cash Jones. for years, and they assume, which, by the way, Vlad, I won my lawsuit. Yes, I definitely got paid. That's a fact.
From who?
Shout out World Star Hip Hop, LA Media. That's a fact because they did a thing saying I was CS2 back in this snitch paperwork on the main streets, gave it to Big U dumbass, uses his relationship, puts it up on World Star. It gets 3 million views. I don't cry. I filed a civil suit. Now, what you know is this. Once I filed that civil suit, all books, all doors are open. World Star came in with their legal. They like, hey, pull the case. Talk to the detectives. He has nothing to do with this case. That's not him. Y'all got to pay him. I already got my wire.
Okay.
So, end of the day, tell him go sue him because, matter of fact, you tell Max B, I'll pay for his attorney. You know why I want him to sue him? Because there's a sealed file over there that I know what's in it because his brother Pooh Sims told me. The minute he sues them for this, they open the files up. Tell him go sue him so we can open up that sealed document. Other than that, telling is telling. You can't, me, or nobody else can restructure or rewrite what telling is. And I'm going to continue my Vlad interview, and I'll call you later.
All right.
All right.
See, I was trying to keep from it.
Yeah.
You tried, and he pulled me into it. I think you set me up.
No, I did not.
You told that to
No,
call
I
me.
did not. I
At
swear to
Call
God.
Wack.
I
'Cause
swear,
y'all know
I
how to
swear
get-
to God. You didn't have to answer it.
My brothers know how to get me. They know. Look, between you, Adam, and Act, y'all know just, call them. You mention this. You say this. And boom, there goes the But you know what? One thing you know I got, that paperwork.
Right.
But did you hear him? And this is my thing. Because there's a lot of people on your platform that's like normal people. And it's cool. My kids, my son, I swear, if you go playing with him, you're going to try to get out of it. You're a threat, he going to pop you. Call 911, try to stop the bleeding, give a police report, and he's going to go take the stand on you. And I have no problem with it because my son is a civilian. He doesn't fall under street code and none of that stuff. That's why I tell the street dudes, don't get mad at them for being who they are. It's your job to do it in a discreet way to get away. If you got seen by the civilian's gonna do what they were taught to do.
When I had that home invasion situation, when the police arrived when I was outside, they asked me what happened. I told them, I said, I was attacked. I fought my way out. I didn't give them any details. And I said,
But you kept it real. You didn't testify.
No.
You get
but
points
I
for
did
that.
give him a statement. I'm not going to deny that part. I gave him a statement.
Listen.
But what was I supposed to do? There was potentially a dead body in the condo. I didn't want to sit here and catch a murder charge. I'm like, this is what happened.
Let me explain something to you. We are naturally taught in normal situations how to do right. Don't steal. Don't do this. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
We have to enter another realm to learn how to do wrong. You get what I'm saying? Right? When the military gets people in, half the time they're normal people. And then they train people to do things. So just because you made a decision to learn some other things doesn't mean it's normal and it's right. And I understand that. You know how many times, bro, I'm dealing with situations and a dude just last week, white dude, in the hotel. Hey, bro, can you he brushed by me. Hey, can you watch where you going? Dude turns. Fuck off.
Whoa, okay.
The street way is to attack the dude.
Mm-hmm.
But then he plays the civilian game, which is supported by the cameras.
Right. If you hit him, then he's now the victim.
He's a victim.
Right.
There's no law against him telling me to fuck off.
True.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
I can't say my life was in danger.
No, not at all.
So, within coming from both worlds, you have to find your balance. And thank God I found my balance of not to react and treat every situation like I'm in prison or in the projects. Most people will say, oh, Wack, you a punk. You let them tell you to fuck off. No, Wack was there to close 2 or 3 real big deals for my client. And I'm still here, right? My flight was only delayed 90 minutes, thank God, coming back, right? And I'm still here free, not sitting in Dade County Jail waiting on a $100,000 bail, talking about taking the deal for 3 to 5.
Yeah.
Right? So, and I get it. Look, I do not expose these people because I got an issue with them. These people influence the youth as I influenced the youth when I was younger. One thing I can say, I've never orchestrated anybody getting jumped into a gang as an adult, telling them to go out and commit any violent acts or crimes as an adult. I'm totally against it. When I paroled, I wasn't into none of that. There's no Tiny and Infant and Wax running around here.
There's no baby Wack?
Yeah, but he was baby. He's my age.
Okay.
He's my age.
Okay.
Dating Quinn.
All right.
But I'm telling the kids, don't follow the ways of these dudes who's telling you to do all these things that them themselves aren't even doing. Because as soon as they get in a situation, they tell. They become this. The same dudes who said, stab him, kill him because he did this, are doing the same. And they waiting for you to fall into a trap to use you. So I hope some of these dudes come out. I would love to see the thugs, the gunners, and any one of these dudes who have a platform who've been talking gangster shit that influence the kids come out and say, hey, it's not the way to go. Do the right thing. I don't know Max B, but your paperwork say you told. That's it. When it came time for you to stand in the heat, he wasn't part of the 2% that you mentioned. I know some people that took the heat, took the time. I know people did 25 years, they didn't even do the crime. I've taken murder cases. Thank God I beat them. I wasn't even there. Cuffed up, had to fight the case, wasn't there. Everybody involved, they either let go, didn't press charges. I had to ride it. I couldn't tell them it was them. I couldn't get them clues to make them go look at something to where they find them. I had to fight it.
You didn't little Meech it?
Hell no. But Lil Meech, he's a civilian.
Yeah.
He's acting.
Yes. He plays a gangster on TV.
Yeah, he's not, come on, he wasn't
Playing his
raped.
dad. Yeah.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is.
Well, Big U's son, Baby Huey,
Yeah, rest in peace.
shot and killed in Los Angeles.
I was the closest to him.
I remember we were around him one time. We were backstage at some, like, How the West Was Won concert, and Big U was there. And I remember Corrupt was there. And I remember he was like, yo, Baby Huey. I remember him yelling that out.
Huey Popcorn, that was his rap.
Yeah. And I don't think we ever actually met in person, but I was around him. And, of course, I know Big U. I've spoken about this multiple times. I can't imagine sitting in a jail cell wondering if I'm going to get life and then finding out my son got killed on the street.
You'll never see him again.
You'll never
That's
see
his
him
middle
again.
child. He's number 3 out of 5.
Damn.
All the boys are 2, 3, and 4. The girls are 1 and 5. I was very close to him, even to this day.
Even though his dad accused you of getting him locked up and all that?
Even to this day. Well, he know damn well everybody. When me and his dad was beefing, he was still on my phone. I was still looking out for him. I stopped people from murdering him in Childish Studios in 2022.
Really?
That's a fact.
Over what?
I came in the studio, Chalice, me and Big U was already at it. It was 2 dudes from Minnesota or Milwaukee. They had butcher knives.
Damn.
On him. I just happened to walk in. I did what I had to do to disarm him. brought Huey to me, made him kick the knife to the side, and I said, nephew, what you want to do? He said, I want to get it. I let him whoop their ass one by one. He whooped their ass one by one. I put him in my car and drove him back home. This is in the middle of me and his dad getting into it. You know, people say things, but one thing I can say, Vlad, you're the same. Somebody says, hey, Vlad did this to this person. Brother, if that was done, it was documentation of it, it'd be everywhere. I knew Big U was in trouble when he did that speech. Well, insane, mentioning me and 600. I said, well, either he don't have an attorney or he's just strategically trying to put a bullseye on my back. Because once you got his paperwork, you could clearly see they got 44,000 pages and 4 or 5 years of evidence.
Yeah, they're saying there's 75 potential snitches in this case.
26,000 pages of wiretaps.
Damn.
44 additional thousand pages of criminal evidence. 75 people since 2018 that have been given statements on Big U. Get pulled over, get caught with a gun. He's doing this, he's doing that. You know, but Huey, man, he was kind of like, he was a free soul. He was a free spirit. Like, I would talk to him, and when him and his dad used to get into it. Remember one time they put him out, and I get a call from my partner in the blood neighborhood, and they like, hey, man, one of our homegirls said some nigga named such and such is over there, but he said, you're his uncle. So I called over there, and sure enough, he was over there. I called his dad. Hey, bro, why, you know, this, that? And, you know, Big U was upset. He didn't want to talk about it. So I sent a call over there to get him and gave him some money to get a room elsewhere. But we real close. I've stopped a lot of situations, close situations, personal situations, Huey from doing things. And, I believe he was being Huey, man. And when you out in the streets and you pressing, you gotta be ready for it. And
Are you saying that he was following his dad's footsteps in a certain regard?
In a certain regard.
And it's really dangerous. Like, I just want to say, like, it's really dangerous. And I'm seeing it, like, as a father, looking at, like, naming your kids after you. These kids end up trying to be you when they're not you. They're completely different. Brother. They're completely different. You're seeing it with Little Meech. You know, I don't know the Big U, Baby Huey situation.
But
if you're telling me that he was trying to live up to the name of his dad because they have the same name.
Now, the youngest.
That's the football player, right?
He don't have a street name. You see what I'm saying?
Is that the football player?
It's a football player.
Got it.
That's Dayon Henley. He has no street name. He wasn't raised like that. He was made in prison. Big U made him while he was in prison. Right? The older brother, Michael, he's a little more level-headed. Islam is strong in his life. He still has some association affiliation, but he's more of a level-headed guy. Huey, brother, don't go down that street. I'm Baby U. He going down the street.
Okay, so
yeah.
The person that killed him, have they been caught?
No.
So it's an open case right now.
Uh-huh. I don't even think they meant to kill him. See, usually when you're targeted 11, 12 at night on the block and they walk up on you, it's headshots, upper torso. What was happening over there, I believe it's an area known for prostitution and pimping. And I think some things transpired, and I believe they just was coming to teach him a lesson. They shot him numerous times in the buttocks.
That's how he died?
But we had that main artery.
Yeah, no, I get it. You
Right.
you can get shot in the foot and die. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get
so
it.
I believe they was really like trying to teach him a lesson for something he had allegedly did over there. Because think about it, when they jump out on you, they trying to unalive you, they headhunt, upper torso, chest. Nobody's aiming for the butt.
Right, but then again,
He got shot in the
in
butt
a high
numerous
pressure
times.
situation, you're not always thinking right. You're just firing off blindly sometimes. Like, you know.
Not on no walk up.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, he got shot numerous times, and I don't even think they meant to kill him. But anytime you shooting at anybody, there's a strong possibility you might kill somebody. He has a child. I believe you was about 30. He's 3 years older than my son, so he's like 34. I've spoken to his baby mother. A lot of history there. Yeah, man, you sitting in there, you fighting a Rico. Your 59th birthday's coming. Then you get the chaplain or the imam come wake you up.
According to Loose Cannon, he claims now Loose
Cap.
just all cap.
Loose
Yeah, because he
is
claimed
not-
that he found out first and he told Big
Bro,
U. No, it's
let
just
me ask you something.
it's all nonsense, huh?
Do you think this dude that's in a prison, in jail, on another floor, is gonna beat the call of Big U's wife to the attorney,
Yeah,
to the institution,
yeah.
to the chaplain or the imam?
No, you're right.
So I guess he broke out of his unit, made it down to another floor because they ain't on the same floor,
Okay, got it.
right?
Yeah.
And knocked on the door. Now let's remember, Huey's killed at 11 at night. Ain't no phones on. So how would you know faster than the mother, right, who's on the scene? The mother's at the site while her baby's body's still there. So you really think
Yeah, no, listen.
dude just be talking, bro?
I haven't believed anything Loose Cannon has said the whole time, so I just figured I'd bring that up. And as expected, you tell me it's BS, which I'm not surprised.
Think about it.
Yeah,
Brick Baby would have known before him.
yeah,
He's closer to the family.
yeah.
That whole family been hearing about what Loose Cannon saying about Big U. Big U ain't dealing with that dude, but you're not even you're not on his floor. You're not his celly. You're not his. No way. You're asleep like he's asleep. That wife is gonna call the institution or the attorney. They're gonna go to Big U directly and let him know. But I guess he superseded all of that, and he got the news and went down there and told him first. Come on, man. Sad thought. Dayon, he did well. Believe he had a game the next day of that weekend. He did well. They won. But yeah, man, a parent's not supposed to bury their child.
No.
A lot of people saying a lot of crazy things. Oh, he had that come in, Nipsey Hussle, Big U has nothing to do
Yeah,
with
man, fuck the internet. The internet
Big
always
U has
creates
nothing to do.
Yeah, the
with
internet
the
creates
murder
all
of Nipsey
types
Hussle.
of like conspiracy theories, sacrifices, all types
All
of
kind of
shit,
crazy
curses, all that. I don't want to hear this shit.
Yeah,
this is a father who I personally know that just lost his kid
Lost his kid.
while he's sitting in jail, wondering if he'll ever come home again.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
just a sad situation.
Yeah, that's-
and that's just how I'm looking at it. All the rest of the shit, who cares?
Yeah, I know, but out of all the children, I was closest to Huey. And, I was seeing him, and he never paid me in his father's situation. He like, man, my dad be tripping, you be doing too much. But his mother, even his brother, they all know. Anytime I see them, wherever I see them, it's been time when me and Big U was at it, where Huey has called me in need. I'm broke. Send him money.
Yeah.
You helped me get here. So, that one kind of like, and that was R&B's birthday. I'm sitting at Steak 48. We just had dinner. I get to the car, phone going crazy. I kind of had to sit there for a minute and think about it like, you never know, bro. And he did not think when he turned himself in that I would never see my son again alive on the streets.
Well, just period. Just never see my son again.
Well, he saw him his last, well, probably not his last, but
yeah, he has some
one of his
visits,
court
yeah.
dates. One of his court dates, I know Huey was there because 6ix9ine was there. And he told me he saw him and they spoke. But yeah, man, it's unfortunate, man. Rest in peace. Jabari Henley. You know, my condolences to the family. The mother, the sisters, siblings, the brothers, Michael, Cherish, Dayon. Yeah, rest in peace, man.
Well, Lil Durk, his case is still going on. I believe January is the court date.
Yeah.
Now, they're saying that confidential witnesses alleged that he ordered hits on 6 people.
Yeah. I told you, I said, Vlad, the deeper it gets, the more serious it gets, people feel like they ain't getting their just due, whatever it may be. They're getting calls from the mother and girlfriend and baby mother about things not right out there. One or a few of them guys might start talking. You know, we seen some of the text messages. I hope he's okay, but man, anything has to do with a group of people, drug dealing, hired hits, is always a chance that somebody's gonna talk. So we're gonna have to sit back. I seen his attorneys demand the information, but they said we don't have to give it to you until 10 days from trial.
Damn.
So now this is when it comes down to you being truthful with your legal. See, my legal, I tell them everything that happened.
You have to.
And I let them sift through it and create the defense.
Yeah. Listen, I deal with lawyers almost every day at this point, and my whole thing is you got to tell your lawyers everything. I mean, there's, attorney-client privilege. Like, they can't repeat what you said. So you're safe in that regard. They can't take the stand against you unless you, threaten their life or something like that. So, yeah, just be completely honest with your lawyer, 100%, or else they can't protect you. I mean, when you look at this case right now, based on what you know, what do you think will happen? Lil Durk gets off. He gets found guilty, but only given a little bit of time because they don't have a strong case, or he's never
This is
home.
what I hope will happen. I hope that whoever's given statements up on Durk, I hope there's enough there to discredit them so that these things can't be used against Lil Durk. And I think that's what I believe. Somebody's giving statements. But I also believe some of these people will not be credible.
Yeah.
And he has the right legal team, as you know.
Oh, yeah, Drew Finley, my man.
That is very capable of showing that and proving that. And if he can get those things thrown out, the lyrics have already been thrown out.
Right.
A lot of things have been thrown out. And I think he has a fighting chance. Do I believe somebody's giving statements close to him? Yes.
And
I
that's
also
the problem.
believe
that's the
it
problem.
may not be as credible.
No, that's true. I mean, I think with Durk, if his day ones, any of those guys turn on him, he's going to have a lot of problems on his hands.
Yes. And I believe...
But so some of this stuff is a little weird. They're saying how he was putting hits on O-Block dudes who weren't sliding for Vaughn. And it was just this just seems a little far-fetched. It seems a little far-fetched.
Well,
you go kill a dude who didn't kill someone because of King Vaughn, who's now dead. It just seems just a little unlikely.
Yes. Unless it's another story tied to it. Unless it's somebody on the block saying, we gonna get that little Durk because this is all behind him. And now Durk okay, they're a threat. You know, it's all. This
Yeah,
is
no,
why.
no. It can get.
This is why I
it can
believe
get complicated, man.
whoever's doing the talking, which it is, some people doing the talking. All these little dudes be high, drunk, blitz, and they all exaggerate and lie. They could be telling the truth, but they always add a lie to it. And all Drew needs is that one lie attached to the truth.
Yeah.
And that lie discredits the truth, which discredits them. So I think Durk still has a fighting chance.
And look, like for example, THF Bezu just got killed. What I didn't realize until I did an interview with Traplo Ross the other day was that, you know what THF stands for? Trigger Happy Family. You would think that you just don't want someone with that name around you when you're a little Durk. You're a multi-millionaire, successful, internationally known rapper, and you got a guy with you who's got Trigger Happy in his name.
But he comes from the era, I gotta blame you.
It's my fault?
You're part of it.
Okay, let's hear it.
Let's go back to the mixtape era.
Yeah.
Where visual street cred was part of the makeup of a successful artist.
Still is.
I don't know.
Really?
I think the kids are like,
They're over it?
we don't care.
Okay, so hold on. Who is the biggest younger gangster rapper right now? NBA Youngboy.
NBA Youngboy.
I just answered my own question. Okay,
But
and
he's-
NBA Youngboy.
But he's reformed.
Yes, but he's got a hell of a history behind him.
And we see he did his time.
Yes.
He got in trouble. He been in and out the feds.
Right.
Ankle monitors, this. And I believe he is an example of what not to do. And if given a chance, what you're supposed to do.
I get that, and I'm happy over what he's accomplishing right now. But be honest, if Youngboy didn't have the history that he had, do you think he'd be as popular as he is right now?
No.
You see what I'm saying? So therefore, all that bullshit has made him who he is.
But he doesn't have to continue with the
He
maintain.
doesn't, and that's true. But sometimes
let's take
your
another
past,
a new
your
guy.
past catches up with you because there's no statute of limitation for murders,
That's right.
right?
Let's take another young guy.
Yo,
NBA
Whitey
Youngboy
Bulger,
got-
they took him 50 years to catch him.
No, he was already on the run though.
Right, but they caught him.
NBA has already been convicted for everything he's done.
Yes, that's
He's
true.
done.
And hopefully you're right.
And he's pardoned.
right. Well, he's pardoned for certain things.
He's pardoned.
He's not pardoned. If there's a new murder that comes, I'm not saying this is good.
He's pardoned.
Listen, I'm not saying this should happen.
Everything that he's guilty of, he's been found guilty of, done this time in part. NBA Youngboy is as clean as a whistle.
Okay. And I hope he stays that way.
As we see, listen.
I hope he stays that
he's
way.
touring. He had no.
No, yeah. Tour went fine. They shut down a couple of the venues, not because of him. Because they were just scared it was Chicago or whatever else. No, listen, I hope so. But all I'm saying is your statement is false because you're saying that the current breed of
They don't
hip-hop
care.
fans don't care about the street antics and all that. But then again,
NBA don't come
you
from
find
today.
the youngest, hottest gangster rapper, and he's got all that.
Where? Show me one. Show me in the last 12 months a hot, young gangster rapper that Zoe Osama is one of the hottest, and he from 8-9 East Coast for real. Zoe Osama. You need to interview him.
Okay.
Numbers, he's independent, he's distro through Empire. Numbers doing great. He's a real Crip from South Central. 89th and Mary. Shout out to my family over there, my brother Deco. But you don't see him running around promoting a bunch of, that's not what he's doing. He's just doing music. Because that gets you unalive, indicted, or on the run. The kids don't care no more. They're not using that to get on. NBA come from an era where that was built and is there.
Era, he's still in his 20s. He's still young.
But okay, I mean, how long NBA been around?
About 10 years or so.
Okay, he comes from that era. We talking 2015.
He's 26. Yeah, he's been around about 17, 8, yeah, about 8 years or so, yeah.
Okay, so Show me an artist right now. New York, down south, Detroit, West Coast, whose buzz is being built and he has some real movement off the street gangster shit. It's over with. Give me one.
EBK Jabo?
He's in the feds.
Right.
Looking at 30. It don't last. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I just told you end up in the feds, on the line, or on the run. Show me one. It's over with. NBA, but he was with him, been attached for him for the last 8 to 10 years. And he's not doing anything to add to it. He's feeding them music.
Yeah. I mean, Rod Wave keeps getting in trouble, but it's not really gangster shit.
That's
It's
just
more
Rod.
just like him just getting in trouble.
Yeah, he drunk driving, he got a pistol on him. That's regular.
Shot at someone, but that was really, that was
That
more
was a
like
chick car, right?
self-defense, weird, something,
Yeah, like-
whatever. Yeah, right now, he's not out there thugging like a young boy in Durk.
Think of, at one point in time, everywhere you looked, we could name 4 or 5 people in every area. Such and such. Not no more.
No, King Von was on a rampage leading up to his death. Yeah.
Vlad,
Yeah, no, you're right.
you being who you are, you have not had the mindset, I want to interview this new guy that's doing this. Where?
No, I got you, because I've interviewed Fulio, I've interviewed Young and Ace. This was an era where it was just insane.
How long
Bodies
did they
dropping,
last?
shootings, it was crazy. I was trying to FBG Duck, like all these guys I interviewed, and I was trying to de-escalate situations, and it was completely out of my hands.
So, how many situations right now today do you feel the need to de-escalate?
Well, what's his name got shot at in Detroit? Skilla Baby. He got shot up
By who?
by allegedly his ops.
They don't know.
They do know. People got arrested.
They don't, right?
Well, people got arrested.
They
Yeah,
charged them?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. So, we got one dude. And who are these people?
Yeah.
Are
So
they
the
other
suspect has been arrested as in
Are
custody.
they other rap dudes? Is behind money? A chick? See what I'm saying? We had crews. You know what I'm saying? These dudes. This dude dropped a diss song. He smoking on Pookie. This dude smoking on Lucy. This dude. Where's it at? The kids ain't giving it no attention. They don't care anymore. It's over with. They're on the streamers. The streamers are saying, oh, they did a ISO Speed just did a backflip with 70 pounds. Did you see him? He did a backflip with 70 pounds. That's what they're talking about. Aiden Ross, shit. He had Wack100 and Charleston White. See, I see what's going on, so you know what I do? Readjust. Me, Act, 6ix9ine, Charleston White, Aiden Ross, Charleston come in. I know everybody think we want to kill each other. You know what I do? We horseplay a little bit. Sit down, talk, invited him. He came to my fight. He was at the fight on Friday. Chilling, him and his chick, no security. So all of that is leaving because the shift is towards streaming, views. They don't care about how gangster you are. Are you streaming? What are you doing? What's cool about you? All this buff Debo shit? Oh yeah, we don't like that. Is he funny? Is he funny looking? Does he have big teeth? Is his eyes sleepy? Does it, you know what I'm saying? It's Vlad, you've seen transitions, many transitions. You from the West Coast, you've been east, back, everywhere in between. We've seen that. You remember, Vlad, where it wasn't safe to go to video shoots.
That's true.
You better been with the right person in the studio, right? To where it went.
Our problems to me and you started a video shoot.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Right? You seen all this shit, so it's
I've
like,
seen it all, yeah.
looking at it now,
Yeah.
for me to ask you, and you got to really think about it, it's simmering down, it's phasing out.
Right. I mean, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm not mad.
Which is a great thing. All right, last question before I let you go. the Grammys are coming up. Now, betonline.ag has the odds on who's going to win Best Rap Album. The highest odds is plus 125, Kendrick Lamar, GNX. And then plus 240, Pusha T and Malice, Let God Sort 'Em Out, Clips. Third is Chromacopia, Tyler the Creator, plus 275. Glorilla Glorious, plus 650. And in last place on this particular odds is God Does Like Ugly by JID, plus 800. So, if you were to say best rap album.
Who I think will win?
Yes. Not who deserves it, who do you think will win?
Pusha T or Tyler?
Well, you got to pick one. You can't pick both. There's only one winner.
Tyler gets the edge. He's from the community.
The gay community?
Yeah, he's openly gay. That's bro. He don't care.
Yeah, you don't care.
Yeah, that's my partner. I fuck with Tyler.
No, Tyler's dope. Tyler's dope.
We talking politics and shit. I mean, look, you got to, listen, Black, you're Jewish.
Yes.
You know if you're in line for something and you in the right building and you the only one like you, it's a good chance you gonna get the edge. This just is how the world works. Man, listen.
I guess.
Chop House in Miami, in Wynwood or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I show up to Chop House. This is grand opening. They said, Wack, the shit's packed to capacity, you can't get in, right? Politics say, I'm going to get in. R&B said, baby, don't worry about what they saying. I walk to the door. Hey, Wack, how you doing? Let him up, 8th floor. How'd you get in? Because it's a Jewish guy that owns Chop House. That's a great friend of mine.
I thought Brooklyn Chop House was owned by a black guy.
Well, you know, me and you both know there's a lot of people in the forefront. I know who's really.
Okay, all right.
Right?
I was under the impression it was a black guy that owned it. Okay. I've been in Brooklyn Chop House in
Well, this Chop House
Manhattan,
is in
by the way.
Miami and Wynwood
Okay. Yeah, I know what that is.
area.
Yeah.
Top of the hotel. They just redid it. It's beautiful, right? But because it's my friend for many moons, right? He already told him. Wax on his way, let him up. What I'm telling you is politics. And in that lineup, I think I would love to see Kendrick take it.
He's got a lot of Grammys, yo. Like if he
I
matter
would
of
love to
fact,
see him take it.
he's got way more than Tyler.
But I think Tyler's gonna take it, just looking at the landscape and the politics. Not to say that he's not deserving of it, but brother, listen, man, certain people are sitting in certain seats, man, that make a difference. So I think Tyler's gonna take it.
Okay, so Kendrick this man has 22 Grammys.
It's crazy.
Tyler has 2 Grammys. No, he's only won 2. Yeah, he's been nominated for 7, but he's only won 2. 2 versus 22. Kendrick has 11 times the number of Grammys that Tyler has. So if you talk
Kendrick.
about who's already in the building, it is definitely Kendrick.
Listen, I love Kendrick. I love the album.
Yeah, that's my favorite album in terms of
But-
rap albums. Sorry, Clips.
And I know
think y'all
Rock
had a
Nation,
great album,
Rock
but
Nation is kind of behind the clip. That's why I said, you know, if Tyler don't take it, I think Tyler and Clips will take it before Kendrick. Straight up.
I disagree.
Personally,
I disagree.
I want Kendrick to take it.
I think Kendrick's going to take it.
But I think I want Kendrick to take it. But looking at what it is in the landscape of it, they gonna say we didn't gave Kendrick a lot.
See, I've always felt the Grammys, they go for the artsy projects. Now you could say that about the Tyler album because
That's a
he's
fact.
definitely artsy. So I say it's between those two. I would say the Clips aren't going to get it. I would say everyone else on that list, Glorilla's not going to get it and so forth. Not because I don't feel they deserve it. It's just because when you look at how they've done in the Grammys.
They're only there because the label got them there.
Right. Like, for example, Travis Scott has no Grammys. And he could pull a bigger crowd than all these guys.
That's a fact.
No, really. He could pull a bigger crowd than
You know
Kendrick.
that? That's a fact.
Definitely pull a bigger crowd than Tyler.
Shout out Travis. That's a
Travis, didn't he do like 400,000 people in India or something insane like that?
fact. Him and Chris Brown do some crazy numbers.
Him more so than Chris Brown because he's younger and got the more, the younger audience. But like the fact that Travis has no Grammys, considering that he's got bigger songs, I believe, than Kendrick.
I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
no. Yo, Goosebumps? Hold on a second. Let me show you what I'm talking about. His biggest song, Goosebumps. Do you know how many views it has?
What is it?
It's approaching 3 billion views.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
3 billion views.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Kendrick?
Kendrick got a billion in there somewhere.
Hold on.
2.6
2.7 all the stars.
All the stars, yeah.
So and that's with SZA.
Yeah, but he got 2.6, 1.2, 1.7.
No, they're both
He
huge.
ain't no punk.
No, he ain't no punk. And by the way, Lefty Gunplay is nominated for a Grammy.
That's because of
Well, because of Kendrick, but still.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, Humble is
8.
2.8.
8 of his top 10 Spotify songs
Yeah.
have over 1 billion.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. I'm looking at these numbers. Yeah, Humble is actually
That's
a little
crazy.
bit bigger than All the Stars, which is 2.8. So he's
nuts.
slightly below Travis, right? Slightly below. But Travis still has the edge. 22 Grammys, 0 Grammys. 22 Grammys, 0 Grammys.
Snoop don't even have any Grammys. That shit don't mean nothing.
I don't think, well,
He don't. That's
I
crazy.
don't think Snoop
That's crazy.
musically was as big as Travis is right now because music is just
We're
bigger
talking
now.
about it. Snoop's era. Ain't no way Snoop Dogg should not have a Grammy.
No, I get it. Doggy Style was one of the great
until
albums.
Snoop is in
Chronic was one of the great albums.
Is he in the rock and roll? Yeah, Hall of Fame.
No, I think it's going to take a little while longer.
They
He's a little
need
young
to
for
do
that.
something because we ain't respected nothing they doing with Snoop D-O-double-G. Not somewhere. That's crazy.
Yeah. No,
You know what I'm saying? That's
I feel
crazy.
you, man. I feel it.
But
Like
I
I
will
said.
tell you this, Vlad. I need your help.
Yeah.
We got Nothing But Sports kicking off.
Okay.
Fights. Nothing But Content is coming January,
Okay.
February. Shows with 607 which you need to interview.
Yeah,
him.
no, I just couldn't do it. I didn't have the time that week. Yeah, but I will get him on the show.
Academics. Looking for a love show. R&B's
Wait,
putting
Academics going to have a love show?
Yeah, R&B's put it together. I'm gonna send you the deck.
I
Blueface.
I got to call him. about that.
Blueface, Fresh
Yeah.
Out of Love.
Okay.
We got another one called The Bodyguard.
Yeah.
Another one called You've Been Exposed. All gonna be
Yeah.
on Nothing But Content, that media space. So I'm gonna need my whole.
No, I got you.
I'm dumping. You know when we dump into something,
Yeah.
I'm dumping into something and giving it a shot. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna need y'all support.
Wait until I announce my deal. haven't
I
told
know
you.
you've been working on something.
Yeah,
You hit it?
It's been the lawyers have been going back and forth, so I haven't announced it yet until the ink is dry. But wait till I announce what I've been working on. Have I told you off camera what I'm doing?
You hinted to me.
Yeah,
about something.
yeah. Wait till I announce what Vlad TV is doing.
But Blueface and Swaggy P fight
All right.
be on in March on Nothing But Sports side of it. But by that time, we've been to launch Nothing But Content as well. So we coming, man. I wish everybody great holidays. Shout out to Vlad, the Vlad community, the Vlad chat.
Yeah.
And appreciate y'all, man.
Of course, man. Likewise. Until next time. Peace.
We out.